It's Kamino time. I was about to start a rap to break this apart. There goes my light. Great start. I was about to start rapping my way to destroying Kamino. And then I realized 3 seconds in, I had that plan about 20 seconds before the stream was about to start. So I thought I might as well start a beat. But then I realized I have no musical ability whatsoever. So I decided to stop that. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live stream. It has been a little bit, but today we are here to wreck Kamino as much as possible. You can see at the current minute, I've scalped it quite significantly. You can see here that that's the main hangar section, and the entire top level's gone. You can see here was what used to be the training room. I'll start on here tonight to get rid of that. And then you can see behind we've got like the armory, the medical room, and then this used to be the mess hall used to be here. Up here was some other rooms, I think. What was up here? Oh, it was the Bad Batch's quarters and also the prison. That's what it was. I forgot what was in the mock. I built it so long ago. But yes, today we are breaking it down. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see who is in the chat this evening. Welcome to General Kenobi's Art, Elijah Harding, Tuscan, Will Harper, Republic Clones, and 300man. Welcome to all of you. Elbow drop it. It might be a little bit too strong to elbow drop it, just because I'm so good at building. I'm so good that I'm just too. It's too structurally sound. If I were to just like. Can I get rid of my name? Is there a way I can remove my name on here? I can. How do I get rid of those? There's got to be a way I can get rid of them. There we go. Right. Name's gone. So you think if I, just drop an elbow into that main section? There goes my other light. Come on, pal. I need to set these up better. So just throw an elbow on top of that? I think my issue is that I might actually snap the plates. And I don't want to do that because there's two big 16 by 16 plates here and I don't want to break them. Is elbow dropping it a really bad idea? Or is it, you should use TNT, it gets the job done well. Well, then all the parts will definitely break. All definitely break. No, I can feel that's gonna snap the plates. So that's probably not a good idea. But anyway, let's get started. How are we all doing in the chat this evening? This section here in particular was the bane of my life for a good few months. The way that all of these, like my snot technique to get these thinner walls in with tiles. So I cannot wait to actually get rid of. Like, I'm sure if I just give it a tap from behind, they'll all come tumbling out, just like that. There you go. Oh, that's gone everywhere. Let's go. Let's go. Oh joy. But no, it's a good way. And there goes my light again. Oh, I'm such a professional. I'm such a professional when it comes to streaming. Let me tell you that for free, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, light. Stay up. I've got it balanced, and my balancing is not perfect. There we go. We're just going to deal with that, because now I can't see that well, because I've been looking into the light. Call it a disappointment. I fall apart when my mum calls me. Okay. Complain it till it falls apart. Beat it like, yep, not reading that one. Welcome to all of you. Hi, G-Works. How are you doing this evening? Let me... Because I started to run out of 2x2 white tiles when I was building this roof. So, like, you can see, I've just got, like, randomly different stickered parts. Like, there's a dice in there. That's a pizza sign. Like, there's just a ton of different tile stuff in here. That light, I'm gonna lose it with that light in a couple of minutes. Let me tell you that for free. Yeah. Duct tape the lamp to the table. My issue is that I don't have duct tape with me. That's the issue. I might just fiddle with this for two. I'm gonna leave this down for 2 seconds, and I'm just gonna fiddle with this behind me. Up there like that. That should lock it. Oh, have we got something there? I think we've got something there. That light, if I don't touch it, it should be fine. Yeah. Drop it off a really tall building, but then the pieces will break or get just scratched to death, and I need them fixed because I've got that to finish. Oh, what's this interesting thing behind me, you may ask? Well, you'll have to wait and see. That is the beginning of Morak, hopefully. Yeah. It looks confusing. It is confusing. It took way too long to build, but you'll see the mystery of that soon enough. Not too bad. Just finishing Umbara for Umbara this week. Nice one. I'm very excited to see that. That's something I've always wanted to see someone do properly. Like, you see a lot of Umbara mocks, but no one's actually tackled that big tower before. So I'm interested to see it. Oh, Planet Tech, good to see you. How you doing today? You tease. Of course I tease it. That's how you entice them in. Oh, what's this? It looks very finished. It's not. Well, part of it is the top, the vehicle's finished. But yeah. It is not the bridge. The bridge will be coming soon. I'm not sure how long it'll take. My plan is basically to finish it in 3 parts. I want to basically finish all of the terrain section first, then the bridge, then the base. That's how my plan is to work it. You already love Morak. I know this will be the most colorful you ever see it, let me tell you. But yeah, the first episode for that, my plan is to get it out on Monday this week, because I said I'd get it out by the end of January, and the 31st of January is Monday. So we'll have Morak Mondays. Morak Mock Mondays. There you go. That's not what I'm going to title it. That would be ridiculous. But Morak Mock Mondays is what will come to the channel. That way I get the whole weekend to build it and edit it, rather than just rushing it. So I think that's going to be the plan, currently at least. Things could change, but that's the current plan. Is it your birthday on Monday, Tech? Oh, it'll be very special then. Yeah. It'll be a very good present, because it's the first week of a mock building series, so nothing will get done. Yeah, it's fun. You saw someone else doing Morak a while back, so you could watch the videos for more inspiration, maybe. Funny you say that. I've seen 3 different people attempt Morak build series. All of them quit the series halfway through. So my goal is to be the first person to finish a Morak build series. Start and finish one. So I'm excited to do that. The thing is with looking at inspiration, looking at other people's mocks for inspiration, you need to try and balance it between taking inspiration without directly copying, if you know what I mean. So I like to look at other people's that do the same mock, but not too closely, so that you're not just piece for piece taking it. Like, it's okay to, for small things, to take credit for, to give people credit and things like that. I'm just trying to not copy anyone's whole thing, if that makes sense. What was my favorite mock to build? I'd say Kamino was my most proud mock when I'd finished it, but the actual process of building Kamino was tough, because there was a lot of situations where things just completely fell apart multiple times. So I'd say my most fun mock to build was probably something that I did. It's a good question. I had a lot of, if you count the actual transport as a mock in itself, the Juggernaut, I'd probably call that my most fun mock because I had a lot of fun building that. If that makes sense. What's my favorite clone? Oh, great question, Tech. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm a big fan of ARF Troopers. I like Hound a lot. I like Trauma a lot. I also like ARC Troopers as well. So like the 3 Kamino arcs, I got very well versed in those, of course. So I'm a big fan of those as well. Probably put them up. I'm not some kind of like basic person who'd put a 501st clone in their favorites, because only someone with very poor clone taste would pick that. No shade being thrown there whatsoever. Just kidding, of course. Hello, Micah Marin to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well this evening. And hopefully you've had a fun week. What an answer. SW could never. Of course. Of course. So there we go. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to get rid of tonight. You can see here that, like, this is that side bit where I had the ARF Troopers. So I've taken off a fair bit, and this, like, taking this off took me about a night to do. So I reckon tonight we could probably get this maybe down to its bottom level, like down to here the whole way across. So that'd be taking apart. I might get a bit more than that done, actually. Just depends how long it takes, really. Favorite Corey Feldman track? I didn't even know he made music. I know him for being like an actor in 80s movies and things like that. Unless I'm thinking of someone else. But yeah, fun fact actually about Morak. I still currently have not filmed anything for episode 1 yet, which is coming out on Monday. As I'm very good at planning, let me tell you. But I have now filmed episodes 2 and 3. They're both entirely filmed. Have not started on episode 1 yet though, because all episode 1 will be basically just explaining what the plan for the mock is. So yeah, that's fun. Are you sorting as you dismantle? I am indeed. Yeah. If I pan this down slightly, you can see I'm sorting into little piles, which I will then move into my parts bins, I guess. Favorite Tamara Morrison track? Great question. Oh, there's so many good choices. If you don't know what Tech's referring to, I found randomly on Spotify, I was listening to like the Book of Boba Fett music, and it just like said in suggested Tamara Morrison's album called Tem, which it's a shame that there isn't many original songs on there. I'd say my favorite Boba Fett track is Like a Bantha Remix. That's my go-to, I think, at the moment. But no, it was he in 2014 he did an album of just cover songs, which is really funny because you can just tell it's like Jango Fett singing, which I was having a great. He's not even that bad of a singer. It's just weirdly novel. Tem is an underrated gem. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that was just strange, if anything else. I'll tell you one thing that needs to be done before I film for Morak. I absolutely need to get a haircut. It's been... See, now, it may not be too obvious to you guys, but I'm the type of person who doesn't really care too much about their style. Like, as long as everything's clean, it'll generally be fine for me. You can probably tell by the Hawaiian shirts that I'm not too much into style. But so basically my hair is a case of just when it gets out of control is when I get it cut. So that should probably be this weekend. I'll get that cut. Tunes to Cruise in your Slave 1 too. Rolling Stone. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, hopefully everyone's had a good week or so. When did I last stream? Was it last week or was it the week before last week? It may have been last week. I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah. But did anyone get up to anything interesting? Did anyone build anything interesting? Did anyone watch anything interesting? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I know a song called Don Cheadle. I don't know why it's called that. Can't say I'm too familiar with that song. Terrain or industrial? Do you mean what do I prefer to build? I'd say I probably prefer to build industrial just because I find it a bit more exciting and interesting. Because like with terrain, the point is to make it look natural, and I find that with terrain you've got to do a lot more filler work to get results. Whereas when building industrial, you're just like doing walls and you're immediately getting onto greebling and detailing. And that's why I had so much fun building Kamino, because there was limited terrain. Well, in fact, there wasn't, because all the water technically counts as terrain. And that took me ages. So, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that's true. Because I was going to stream, but then I saw he was streaming, so I didn't. Yeah, that's what happened. You've made a massive mess with clone troopers all over the place. See, there you go. If you just buy a couple instead of 1,700 or however many you've got, then you don't run into these kind of issues. See, if you just gave them away, for example, to someone like maybe with the highest stud count, do like a nice giveaway on those, then maybe you wouldn't have that issue. But I'd say overall, I prefer industrial. Back to Doodle Fizz's question. But with this new mop, it's useful because it's going to be able to have a nice balance of both. Like it's going to be terrain, industrial with the big base. At least at the beginning, it will be quite terrain focused. Like you can see all that stuff there, that will all be covered up with terrain. That's the current plan. And welcome back, Gbricks. Hopefully you're doing well and had a nice 5 minutes off or whatever. There we go. I'd love to, but I wouldn't want to palm off the problems to that guy. I'm sure they wouldn't mind, you know? I'm sure they'd be just fine with it. You know, in fact, if you keep all the bomb squads and then just give everything else away, then you'll be fine. Would you believe it, ladies and gentlemen, that Tech has about, 50 bomb squad troopers or something like that? Just silly. I think I've got about 6 or 7, which I think is already ridiculous. Never mind. 50 of them. Do you really want to start the jam conversations again, Micah? Do you really? Oh. Oh, I forgot. All my Bad Batch legs are in here because I took them off so they could go in that little cubby hole in the water. So yes, I need to steal those back, don't I? There we go. I've got those. Glad to get those back. Bomb Squad deserve more love. Actually, one of my favorite mocks I've ever built did actually feature Bomb Squad mocks very highly in them. So yeah. Just kidding. They trash. Nice. I feel like the mistake people make in starting with the terrain actually, because no one has actually ever built the refinery part. I think Robonut's version started with the refinery. Oh, here's another fun thing about Morak. I have no idea what a refinery means. I still haven't searched it up. So I don't know what the actual process of refining something means. I know what the word means, but I don't know what it means in the Star Wars sense. So that'll be fun trying to figure out what that is. You can see I've done tons of research into this mock, which I've been planning for about a year now. Oh god. But yeah, I think because I'm actually quite excited to build a terrain because it's not something I do very often, or something I'd like to do a lot more. So I'm excited to get into it for sure. But yeah, I do see what you mean. A lot of people find terrain boring and they just give up on it. Which is kind of what I just said, so yeah, it makes sense. Basically, they refine organic substances into spice or coaxium. I know that rhydonium is an important part because that's what's actually in the tanks. So yeah, my plan with this mock is to use a ton of different motors and things like that to get it looking interesting and fun. So I'll definitely have like some kind of motorized conveyor belts and things like that to get them moving on the inside, because I've got a very fun function with all that Technic stuff down there. There is actually a lot of gears and things built into it to make something look really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited about this actually, and that's why I want to get rid of Kamino as quickly as possible so I can actually get started on that properly, because this thing takes up way too much space. Isn't it to do with stabilizing the things the tanks carry? Yeah, I think that's what it does. Unable to join tonight. Have fun. I beat Lego to that vehicle. Pew pew pew. Out. Nice. Oh yeah, that's probably referring to what I put onto my Instagram story yesterday. I'm very excited about that. So it's a big coffee grinder. That may end up being what I just have to build. Like in Solo, they're traveling with coaxium that is unrefined when it's mined and could blow up. Oh yeah, I think that's kind of how it works. Does anyone have any idea on how I can make a functioning lift/elevator? Yes, I'd go with. Where are they? I've got some over here, I think. Should try and find all my gears. Where are my gears? Okay, I can't see them just now. But basically, if you've got those like 1x4, it's almost like a 1x4 tile with little gear spokes along it. Have those vertically going down and then have a gear running up and down. Yeah, there's a lot, or you could do it with like a winch and like either chains or string. There's a couple of different ways you can do elevators. Does anyone have any idea on how I can make a functioning lift? I literally just read that. You've still got Geonosis built. Nice one. Yeah. I just find that, especially when I get to the... well, there's two reasons that I'm demolishing this just now. One, that when I get to the refinery, all my grey pieces will be put into that. And secondly, speaking of motors, my motor is in, like, I had a battery box on this, and it's literally in the bottom of the mock. So I have to demolish the entire mock to get there, so I can show that function off. Yeah. Strike 14's Hollywood Tower of Terror mock. Nice one. Yeah. Whenever I've built elevators, they always just get stuck. So, yeah, I'm often in trouble trying to get those built or looking good, at least. What's there? Is your tower 59 centimeters tall, G-Bricks? Have you already built it, or are you just planning to get it that tall? Let's take that down and that down. Oh, there we go. Now the strength of this is slowly breaking down. That's good to see. Let's pull out this tray, put it over here, so we can just drop it in. But yeah. Well, I'm going to use Lego tires to make it run smoothly, I think. And no, it's not built yet. Yeah, I've seen a couple people use tires to, like motorizing tires to get it to move upwards. Should be interesting. Excited to see it. Who's your favorite YouTube streamer that isn't a Lego streamer? I don't really watch many live streams that aren't Lego streams. No, I don't really. I couldn't actually give you one. Because I only really watch streams when it's people that I either know or are doing something interesting with Lego. So it's not like. Yeah, I don't really do many non-Lego streams. Sorry about that answer. There we go. Take that apart, that apart, that apart. That there, that goes there, that goes there. Goes there. There we go. That wall has been demolished. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge. I'm like with Morak, I want it to have lots of features and functions in it, but I still want it to be like. I still want it to be detailed, of course. So my current plans for motions are to have that moving, like that in its current. I'd show it, but just because it's so high up, I don't want to risk it in case. Because I can see a situation where that rolls and then falls immediately down there. We don't want that situation because then I will cry. So we don't want that to happen at all. But I have tested it out on the table, and it does seem to generally work, although there is some slight issues of that being quite heavy on top of the actual mechanism. There you go. There's a fun word. So I need to try and think of a way to make the actual piston stronger. Or I just leave it how it is. Either works. Because I don't mind. It's not like super weak. You can still see the movement. But I think with the motor in it, it will help. Because the motor does move quicker than I probably want it to normally. So I'm going to be able to slow that down and get it to the perfect speed I need it. So I'm very excited to get going on that. Where do these go? They do have their own space in there. A streamer by Mr. Beat is calling every us senator. Not quite sure what that means. Sorry about that. Is calling us senator. Yeah, I don't really know what that means. Sorry. Let's pull these out. My plan is to basically go room by room, break it apart, and then sort it away. That's the current game plan, so to speak. See, those are all the lights that I need to get out of this. That's another thing. If I want lights in the mock, I still need to break apart Kamino as well, because all the lights are in Kamino. Is calling every calling every U.S. senator. Oh, that makes more sense. That seems dangerous, and maybe is prank calling government official members illegal? I'm not sure. Maybe. But then again, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about my prank call law, especially American prank call law. There we go. One thing that always shocks you when taking apart mocks is just how many pieces you used in it. Like, on this table, it looks like way more pieces than it actually looked on the actual build itself. If that makes sense. Let's pull off all these pieces because no one cares about those. There we go. It's going to take me so long to sort Geonosis because the entire top of the mock is all 1x2 tiles and 1x1 plates stacked together. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same situation with my Kamino water because it's all those 1x1 translite blue bricks, and then there's a layer of black plate underneath all that, which is on the base plate. So very hyped to get started on that because after this, that's the last thing that needs to be sorted because all of the platforms have already been sorted pretty much entirely. So that's fun at least. And so I've got a start. This is definitely the biggest thing that needs to go. In Scotland, can you call your senator or similar entity? Maybe. I think you probably could. It'd probably be a more case if you can write to your MP. I don't really think. I'm not sure if the phone numbers are public. Or maybe it can be a case of you can call their office or their receptionist or personal assistant or whatever. As I say, I'm not too familiar. Those are nice pieces. Keep those aside. Cheese slopes, those can keep aside. Oh yeah, this was an absolute. I remember building this and this broke apart in me almost more times than the what do you call it? Trident droid. There's the word. I always forget the name of that ship specifically, the Trident droid. No idea why. Maybe it's just my own head trying to block it out. I did also destroy that. I think I destroyed that in the previous stream. That's also gone. The other vehicles have not gone yet. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get rid of those or not. I think I'll definitely get rid of the flying creature because I need the olive parts. Not too sure about the V-Wing, and the gunship will probably stay together because I had the gunship before. Did I have the gunship before Kamino? I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did. Oh, it isn't prank calling? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar. What did you think of the new Boba app? Not sure what you mean because a Boba app didn't come out this week. The people at Lucasfilm accidentally put out a Mandalorian season 3 episode, which felt a little bit weird for them to do that, but you know, I am joking, of course. That's not too much of a spoiler because they did heavily imply it in the last episode. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a lot, actually. I'd say it's probably my favorite episode of this new series, which is very ironic. But yeah, I won't speak on the plot because that would be spoiling it. If you do want to hear my spoiler thoughts, though, I should be on Planet Tech stream tomorrow night to discuss it. That'll be 11 p.m. UK time. There he is in the chat. Yeah, I should be discussing it there. But yeah, I did definitely enjoy it for sure. Although I'm not sure about what it means for the because it very hit. See, I need to say this without spoiling anything. It very heavily hints at doing something at the end of the episode for what they'll do in the next episode. But I feel like that's a really weird direction to take the next episode, especially because of what the show's called and who should probably be a little bit more prominent rather than. Yeah, I'll discuss it more tomorrow, but I liked the episode a lot for sure. There we go. Collect up those tiles. And that's one thing I'm definitely going to make sure to do in my next mock. Make sure things are secure before moving on, so you don't lead to tons of issues like this of things breaking apart every 20 minutes or so. There we go. Pull those out. Do you have a pile like this? You can go there. Same, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, definitely fun, and definitely has got some good. When watching like any of these new Star Wars stuff, you always look at the Lego potential of them. And as I said previously, if they don't make that vehicle, they are insane. What's especially annoying though is that I know for a fact that I own that vehicle because I used it in a previous mock of mine. But now I cannot find that vehicle anywhere because I wanted to do, of course, a little modification to the set to make it to get a video out on the new show, of course, because relevancy is key. But then I spent all day looking for it yesterday and just couldn't find it. So that was fun. I know it's definitely somewhere, but where that somewhere is, who knows? Gee, you got me looking at Lego elevator videos. Yeah. Elevators are definitely something that looks so cool when they're done, but they are a pain to actually build. Certainly. You'd buy it, yeah. My only downside on that would be that the minifigures wouldn't be particularly interesting. Unless, maybe if they do the people that let's word this without spoiling anything. If they do the people that the pilot of the vehicle passes whilst within space, then they could be quite. That doesn't spoil anything, I don't think. Then it could be interesting. But if they do the people that they were on when the ship was on the ground, then it would be less interesting. Or maybe they do the ship from a different episode. If the ship survives this episode, as I said, no spoilers, then we could get some different minifigures maybe. But who knows? I'm very good at dodging spoilers, I must say. I forgot how many printed tiles I used in this section because I just ran out of regular white ones. So funny. Like we've got some like a checkered tile, and there's like a police tile in there, and got some letters and newspapers and number plates and tons of different things. You have your custom version built from built from somewhere. I won't say where because that gives a hint. Built too. Nice one. They could be in the set, yeah, but I feel like that's something that they probably just brick build anyway. So, yeah. If they gave it its nice little mold, then that would be quite cool. But I have a feeling they just brick build it. Would you do a Sam Smith tier list? Now, what does that mean? Is that a case of every Sam Smith song tier listed? Because I'll be honest, it's not really my type of music, and it's not really my type of content either. Yeah. Just there. That's another thing I'm excited for. I don't have to work with the color black, because on my black tablecloth, it's quite hard to see, which is always fun. A tier list of people called Sam Smith. I couldn't name you that many. It'll be a quick tier list with only... There's definitely... I'm not the only Sam Smith I've ever heard of that isn't the famous one. So, yeah. I have a feeling that wouldn't be a particularly exciting video. There's a bunch of pieces hidden in here as well. Get out of there. There we go. We've gotten rid of most of the floor now, as you can probably tell or see. There's all the pieces that went into the floor alone. Quite a lot of stuff. There. That goes there. There we go. Okay, I think in just 2 seconds we should be about ready to sort this first pile into the actual bins and whatnot. Oh. I know that you're just in there. How come it's being destroyed? Welcome to the stream, Muggin. Is it Muggin Marine? That's probably definitely pronounced wrong. But welcome to the stream. I'm destroying this because I need to make room and also gain parts for my next big mock, which is the start of, which is going to be based off Morak from The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7. So I'm very excited to get building. That starts on Monday this week. So yeah, because all things you create will fade away. No, that's a fun way to look at it. The black border around the burr is going to be 3 bricks high, I think. Nice one. I'm still not sure if I should do a border around Morak yet. I think what I'm going to do, and I've seen a couple of other people do this as well, so I'm not claiming it for my own, but I've seen people use like the CMF plates, use those as a little border. I think that looks quite good. And also, I've got no other use for that piece, so I think I'm going to use those for a border most likely. There we go. Not quite sure whether to do it horizontally or vertically quite yet, but it should look quite good, hopefully. Yep. Welcome Key Motions to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well this evening. There goes that bee. Make the ultimate freeform Morak monk. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I just think that because if it was going to be Morak, it'd have to be level to the actual ground, and that's already the height of the. Because Morak's also got a giant waterfall in it. It's technically got about 5 waterfalls in it, because the off this side of the building is a ton of waterfalls. So that'll be fun. when I eventually have to tackle that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for... My current plan is going to be about... Because the thing with Morak, the issue is that it needs to be quite long, because I want that to be about maybe a third or a quarter of the length, because I don't want that to completely overshadow everything else, because scale is something I've struggled with a lot in my previous mock series, get the words out. So, and I don't want to have issues with that this time, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and make that not look ridiculously sized, even though it is a big vehicle in universe. But you see at the end of the episode where Mayfield shoots the back of one of the canisters of Rhydonium, you can see that it actually is quite a small vehicle in terms of the actual base. So my plan, it's not going to be a 1-to-1 scale of... Well, of course it's not going to be 1-to-1 scale. That'd be insane. They're not going to be perfectly accurate as they were in universe, but my plan is to not make it look just completely ridiculous, if that makes sense. I want results, not excuses. Sorry. But yeah, you'll see in the grand plan, which I haven't fully figured out yet, on Monday, what the ultimate aim is going to be. Yeah. Let's grab all these tiles up. I just realized I had a brick separator right there, and I just pulled all these tiles up with my hands. So that's fun. So that's all my 2x tiles in multicolors. Plan day sounds menacing. Oh yeah, that. All right, here's a question for the chat. Do I title it Building Morak Week 1, The Plan, or like Groundwork, or The Idea or something? Or do I call it Building Morak Week 1, The Boring Episode? Because I am highly tempted to title it that. Because that's what it will be, unfortunate enough as it is. But at least I will have the Juggernaut in it to make it look somewhat interesting. And I'll come on to that in actually just a second about the Juggernaut after I've heard your response to this question, because I've been very stuck on something to do with it. Yeah, so I'll just wait on that for 2 seconds. Let's just pull this up. There we go. But I also have a feeling calling an episode the boring episode might lead some people away from it. So, but it might also, as a, what's the phrase? Double bluff them into actually wanting to watch it by me calling it a boring episode. Building Mike and Lego, finally. People might misread it and click his finale. That's quite good. That is quite good. I'll have a think. My other question, then you get a banger. It's not bad. It's not bad. I am with the actual Juggernaut. I am about putting the, what's it called, showcase video on it. I was thinking it might be a good idea to make instructions on the mock instructions on the Juggernaut and post that alongside the showcase video. So I went on to the Studio Instruction Builder the other day to try and build it. I realized that's quite tough. I couldn't. I figured out after not too long about how to build something on Studio, but I had a lot of issues with trying to show because it's such a big model, and the way that each of the, because you can see it's built in 9 sections. So there's the 4 like linking sections. There's the back and the front and the 3 middle sections. Here's a slight trick. All of those 4 middle sections are built the exact same, and those 3 middle sections are built the exact same. The front and the back are obviously different. Trying to show that on a studio instruction file, I found to be very hard to make it look good, essentially, without just building the entire, because the way that they're connected is right in the center of them. So it's also hard to articulate. But so like I've got to build half of each of them and then connect them all and then build the rest of them on top of that. So yeah, it's definitely tough. I don't know if people actually want instructions for it. I never mind. People do want instructions. So yeah, I might wait until I've got instructions done before I put out the showcase video on it. Yeah. So that's why that's taking so long. You should add the cool scooters to your new, because it's mock. What do you mean, the Mandalorian ones? Yeah, those are. See, here's the issue. They just yeah, those scooters don't really fit in thematically, if that makes sense. Just take some photos and slide them into the exported PDF file. Yeah, that could work. Just show people how it should be done with like intense. Yeah. I'll figure something out, and then I'll show. We'll see. I'll give it a bit more time to see if I can figure out how to do it. If not, I'll just post the showcase on it. Because it's definitely the case of once it's quite hard to it's very hard to unhook one section from another section without disassembling a ton. So yeah. Or have a link to an unlisted video in your channel of tips and tricks. That would probably actually be more useful, if anything. Yeah, that I'll do that and just say I'll be able to articulate it a bit clearer. I'll do that actually. I'll just say, watch this video before you even try and actually build the thing. Because otherwise you will struggle. Yeah. Actually, if I do it like that, I could actually get the instructions a lot simpler. Thank you very much for that, Dick. It would also be a very strange build experience, because therefore, instead of building it how you'd expect along, you'd be building it from the bottom layer upwards, because that would be the easiest way to actually do it. Oh, there goes that piece. Yeah, well, thank you very much. Raspberry jam or strawberry jam stropple? I don't know what it is with you and me doing random quizzes or something like that. But yeah, I'll definitely have a go on Studio tonight to try and yeah. Also, Tech, I know that you've had experience with building from custom instructions before. When people put in filler pieces, like into, because obviously it has quite a lot of filler in it in all the main sections, what like color do they put that in? Because I've currently got every single interior piece in bright light green with just a label saying, because like green screen, a label saying replace this with any color in your filler collection because it will not be seen. Therefore, you'll be able to build it for less money. I'll accept the completed model as a payment. All, what, 3,000 odd pieces of it? Yeah, sure. I'm going to try my hand at building a medieval house, but I'm not too good at Freeform. Do you have any tips on Freeform bases? Yes, I do. What you want to do, to me, to make it look the best, is start with putting snot bricks all around the sides, but make sure you're using the right snot pieces. Don't use bracket pieces because they'll leave that little half plate of space, and don't use the regular. Don't use pieces like this either because when you put a brick on it, it'll leave a little lip underneath. What you're going to want to use are pieces like, let me find one, 2 seconds. Like either like this, where it's got 2, so you can put bricks on the side and you don't see the lip underneath, or use one of a piece like this, where again you can put a brick on the side and you don't see the lip underneath. That's how you get your base looking nice and smooth. I gave some actual useful advice. Let's go. Wow, hi everyone. How are you all? I'm so excited for the new project. Thank you very much, Cosmic and Brick Block Studios. I'm super excited about it as well. The first update should be out on Monday, so get hyped for sure. Make the pieces static in the instructions. How do you mean static? That is the best way to do it, right? Cool, yeah. I just wasn't sure what to do with that. Put that down there. I have some ideas and I feel bad about taking apart Kamino since it looked amazing. Well, thank you so much. But yeah, Kamino's been around for long enough where I've been able to see it, and now I'm ready to move on, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'd be curious to know what your ideas are, though. Like black and white static or colored static. Yeah. I wanted to go for like a nice bright color that people all think, hold on, this seems a bit weird. And then they'll remember, oh yeah, I don't need to care about the color of that piece. So I can just do it in whatever I want. Are you going to just build the base? I am not, no. My plan is to build the base, the bridge, and then a bit of the actual land before the bridge, because my plan is to put the actual juggernaut itself on the land before the bridge, just to make that area look a little bit more exciting. The worst part about it taking it apart is sorting it back into the right places. Absolutely, yeah. Because it just leaves you with a pile of pieces that you need to find homes to again, especially when you get to the case of you've ordered similar pieces since then, and now your drawers are too full to actually hold those pieces. Like I used to have this drawer full of my 1x bricks in light bluish grey and dark bluish grey. They now both no longer fit in there, so I've had to change it to using these to sort them. So that's all my 1x dark bluish grey bricks. And in here is all my 1x light bluish grey bricks. So yeah, at least they're sorted apart from each other now, rather than the situation they were in before where they were all stuck together. You thought about building the village and the attack with the natives and the speeder bikes. I'm not going to build the village because I'm not going to have that amount of land, and the village was quite far away from the actual base, and I don't want it to look too cramped like that. I am going to build the pirates on the bikes, though. Not on the bikes, on the skiffs, I guess. So I'll definitely be building at least 2, maybe 3 skiffs. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. But thank you for your help. I do appreciate that. It does just help give me ideas and things like that for mocks. I could do some Imperial Guard posts near the bridge. That sounds exciting, yeah. I have been trying to order in as many stormtroopers and things like that for the mock as possible, which is good because I need as many of those as I can get. That goes in there, that goes in there. Oh. That goes in there, yes. But yeah, this isn't breaking as much as I thought it would. I hope I'd be sorting this a little bit quicker than I currently am. Because my goal tonight was basically to break it to the point where I could get my motor out so I could hook it onto that. And hopefully, maybe at the end of this stream, if I can get to it, I may give you a sneak peek into Morak and show you that function working with the motor on it for the very first time, because I have not seen how that function works with a motor attached to it. So that should be very exciting and hopefully not too destructive. Oh no, me saying that now thinks we might have an accident later. Maybe a checkpoint and some speeder bikes parking areas at the checkpoint and a gate, maybe a fence. I like the checkpoint idea. I'm not sure about a fence because on the actual bridge I know there wasn't a fence. So yeah, just drop it. It'll be broke plenty. Oh, why didn't I just think of that? See, the issue with dropping it, one, it makes it 30,000 times harder to sort, and B, it like physically damages the parts, like making them look worse. So I don't really want to do that, if I'm totally honest with you. Another thing about doing instructions, I'm interested in myself how I'm going to build the instructions to the roof of the front cabin, because there are so many illegal techniques going on there. Oh boy. Drop test for the bats. It's just it's too painful to watch. I have drop tested a mock on my channel before a long time ago, and it took me genuinely about 3 months to sort it because it was just all in pieces in a big box, and I was just pulling the parts out of the box whenever I needed them until I actually decided to sit down one day and sort them, which I think was like just before I started Kamino, actually, because I needed all my parts for that. Ironically enough, as we are now taking apart Kamino. Or hire a bunch of kids to sort your Lego. I wouldn't trust anybody to sort this Lego other than me, because nobody else knows my sorting system, and I don't blame them for that, but it would just lead to everything being even harder to find. Peace out and good luck taking apart and building the mock. Have a nice day. Have a nice day to you too. And I'll see you later. Thank you. Key motions. What do you think about the new Boba Fett episode? I won't make the same joke again. But I really enjoyed it. I'd probably call it my favorite of the series so far, probably. Yeah. Which is ironic, but if you've seen the episode, you know why it's ironic, but yeah. No spoilers in the chat for that just now, in case anyone hasn't seen it. But I will be discussing spoilers on it tomorrow. So you can see it there. You can see my full thoughts there. I already know what my opening line is going to be tomorrow, so I'm very excited. I've planned it. It's going to be a great moment. It's not. It's going to be cringe, but it'll be a great moment. Where do these pieces go? Oh, it's in there. Welcome, Average Onion Bro. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're all right. I'm Galactic Stuff as well. Good to see you too. The last time I saw you, you sat on your gunship. Nice one. Welcome to the stream. It's been a fair while since that. I have repaired that gunship back to its former glory. Yeah. Still need to post that video as well. That's another one. You could say I've been sitting on that video for some time, but I'm just too funny. I'm just too funny, actually. Sometimes. That's a great pun. That is a fantastic pun. I need to save to use that again. Actually, don't tell anyone I said that joke. Because next time anyone asks me about that video, I'll just say I've been sitting on it for ages. Oh, glorious. Is it hi? I'm not that Sam Smith. Thanks for having me on your incredible channel, Tech. Oh yeah, that'll be my finishing line, Tech. Don't spoil it like that. Nice. Sit on Kamino. It'll be a bit too sturdy, and also it would hurt a lot. Like these plates would snap. Can you post that short for my birthday too? You know, I might do. I might do. 2 videos in a day though, might that be a bit too much? We'll see. We'll see. No, I'll if I can remember to do it, I'll post it for you. If not, which I might forget, might as well save it to next year at this point. But yeah. These will go into this place here. Oh, I'll remind you. Okay. Sounded a little bit threatening. No worries. Yeah, I'll try and edit that first and then actually post it, because there's so much that happened in that moment that I want to post, but you only get 60 seconds in a short, so you want to get that tight, like my behind was when I. Right, that one's not even funny. That's just gross. Where's that little bag? There we go. These are for all the 1-buys in white. Post it Sunday. Early birthday gift. I might post it. I don't have any. You know what? On my, I get half an hour lunch break on Saturday. I'll spend my lunch break on Saturday editing the video, and then I'll post it on Sunday for you. If it takes me half an hour to edit a short, then that's a of footage that's already been filmed, then that's a shame. If it takes me longer than that. Yeah. But yeah, so get hyped. 2 videos to come from me in the next few days. There we go. So we can get those together. I forgot to put those in the last bag. Yeah. I'm getting hyped. Yeah. I'm actually really excited to post it. I'm not as excited to post week 1. I mean, you should still watch it, of course. But week 2 and week 3 will be where it gets fun. And then week 4 should be, I'm not sure what I'm going to spend week 4 doing. It'll probably be me actually starting the sides to cover that up. And then I need to do the skiffs, and then I need to finish all the top. I need to do some tree designing because I still haven't ordered the pieces for the trees, which I should probably start to think about quite soon. Although I have no idea what parts I'm going to use, so that'll be fun. Prolific upload schedule, let me tell you. 2 videos. Whoa. There was a long stretch of time where I used to consistently post 4 times a week. Remember that? Nowadays I struggle to film 1. Because there was a case of a short got posted on Monday, a regular video got posted on Wednesday, live stream on a Friday night, and then mock-up date on a Saturday. That's how it used to be for a very long time. Nowadays it's whenever I get a chance, post something. Yeah. I definitely do want to get back into the YouTube grind properly. And hopefully with Morak that will be able to occur. Use flex tubes for the tree. See, I like flex tube trees. I like flex tube trees as well. My only issue is that they always look really, really thin. And I haven't actually looked too closely about what the Morak trees look like, but I don't think they were that thin. I find trees actually really hard to build quite generally, with them still trying to look natural. So it'll definitely be a challenge to undertake. How many weeks ahead are you going to be on the mock series? Currently, I'm about to start building the stuff for week 4, although I still haven't filmed the stuff for week 1. So I'm currently about 2 weeks ahead. But I know with Feed, when I built that, I was about 3 or 4 weeks ahead most of the time. And with Kamino, because I was live streaming, building it a lot as well, then I was usually only about 1 week behind. 1 week ahead, sorry. Worst filler brick you've seen? What do you mean? Oh, as in worst filler brick I've actually gotten. There was a post on I posted something to my story ages and ages ago. I'll try and find it. It was stuff that was listed as new. I remember that specifically. Yeah, here. This is the worst Brooklyn gourd I've had to date. I ordered 200 white they were white as well. 2x4 bricks in new condition. This is what I received. You can't really see it that well, but you can see definitely they are not all the same color whatsoever. So that was fun. That was 53 weeks ago, so that just passed its year anniversary of when I got my worst filler ever. I've got to go. See you. Have fun. Well, thank you so much. I'll see you later, Key Emotions. I've been waiting for the stream, but I'll have to go later, so it's been fun while I'm here. That's all right. No worries. No worries whatsoever. Glad you enjoy or are enjoying it. Okay. I need to find another bag to get all of those stuff in. I'm curious, does anybody else who like orders a lot from Bricklink have a couple of bags that look like this, which is about 2,000 of those tiny little, let me pull one out, about like 2,000 of these bags, and you look a little bit like a drug dealer because you've just got so many of these tiny bags all stuffed together for sorting stuff. You've just got thousands of them. They do definitely build up very quickly. And I don't really know what to do with them, because I always say, oh, they'll be useful to sorting pieces. And they are sometimes. Like, I'm going to put all of these ones with prints and tiles on them together, because that'll be a quite useful thing to have, I think. I have more of those bags than the local dealer. Don't worry. Exactly. With printed tiles as well, I also have things like these, which are like mood boards of, what sticker should I use today? Oh, this one could be useful. So I've just got a bunch of those. That's fun. They're always fun to look at. Bye, Sam. Also, I really like those streams. Keep them up. Thank you so much. I should definitely be streaming more once I actually get into building more rather than just destroying Kamino, because destruction streams aren't as fun as building ones, I find, at least, especially for the viewer. I know that I just need to do it, so yeah. But thank you very much for coming, Average Onion Bro. Great name as well. And I'll see you later. There we go. Put this together. I have, speaking of the worst filler brick, I have made a big, I always find it really difficult to order filler brick from online, because you need to try and find it as like, that's where I don't mind having disgusting pieces is as filler bricks. Like, you can't see it that closely just now, but when you see me actually building that in the episodes, a lot of the bricks, especially in that middle layer there, are not very good in terms of quality, just because no one's going to see them, so it doesn't really matter how bad they are, essentially. So I've made a Bricklink order for a ton of used like 1x or 2x4s and things like that, which should be coming relatively soon, hopefully. It's okay, I'm watching it in reverse, so it looks like a build stream. There you go, there's the tactic. I'm building very quickly, if that's the case. So who's a slow builder now? Those are all the same piece. Yeah. Okay. My plan, I said this stream, I'm gonna like from this, like, can't even see much from the mock anymore. That stays back there. My plan this stream was to basically break the entire mock down to this level here. But if oh no, everything's falling off the side. That's not good. No. If I spin this around, you can see there's still quite a lot of stuff back over here to break. My goal now is basically to just get this battery box out of here, which is down in this section. So that'll be fun to attack. Right, let me piece that really good out there. 2, 4, 8. No, they go there. I think I've got my collab video done. Oh, interesting. Your collab video. trying to think. Do you mean you've got your collab idea done? Because it wouldn't make much sense to have the video done. Because we haven't met yet. Oh, you meant planned. All right, okay, good. I was like, where I was like, have they done it without me? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've got all my all the parts together. I'm very excited to do it. Actually, I'm so excited for that. If anyone in the chat is in the UK, especially in the south, make sure to come along to London Brick Festival on the 13th of February. It's going to be my first ever Lego convention. I am super excited about it because for years and years now, I've been super jealous every year of big American Lego conventions. And I know it's not going to be nearly on the scale of anything like that, but I think it's still going to be a lot of fun. And there's going to be lots of people that I know there. I'm going to be there. So if you want to watch that, if you want to see me, I'll be there. No one's going there to see me, but I will be there. So come say hi, all three of you in the chat. I'm so hyped, dude. It's going to be such a laugh. I am as well. I'm super excited about it. Go. Welcome. I don't think I said hello to FN_0705-CC-2242224. Great username. Where is it in London? It's in. I'm not sure where it is in London. It's multiple people have asked me, like in my family, have asked, "Oh, where in London is it? Is it?" And I'm like, it's near. Is it Russell Square? Is where it's near? It's near something like that. I can't remember the specific name. SW is also doing a signing live, so make sure to see the great SW Bricks and Figs. He will be there. So make sure to get your signed autographs at the low price of $49.99 a go. All payments go to me, and then I will definitely give it to him. Definitely will not just slip it in my pocket and spend it on clone packs. But yep, make sure to just pass that to me, and I will send you his way. That's the plan. The Royal National Hotel. That's the one. Where did they go in there? Yeah. So that's how many weeks is that now? Is it that's only 2 weeks away. It'll be 2 weeks on Sunday this week. Nice. I do definitely want to go to one of the massive American ones at some point. It's just cost largely. Going to America isn't cheap. So my goal, let's set a goal for myself. Within the next 3 years, before 2025, I want to have gone to at least one of the major American Lego conventions. There you go. So now I've set that for myself, and now I can't break it. See, look, I'm starting to get out of those pieces. Right, there's the lights coming out. There's the switch. Now just the actual battery boxes to come out. So now I deeply ingrained that battery box with quite a lot of technique. So getting that out will be a ton of fun. Why did we not look at booking the actual hotel that the convention is taking place in? Good question. because I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm not wonderful at getting up in the morning. Um, I'm usually okay. It just depends on when I go to sleep. So yeah, if we were at the hotel, it would probably be a bit easier in terms of waking up. But it's not super early. It's only like we need to be there at 10 o'clock, or maybe a little bit before that. So yeah, it'll be fine. Hopefully, it'll be fine. Oh, there we go. It's another big chunk out. It's there. Where's that guy? That's there. That's there. That's there. There we go. See, I keep switching it on by accident by just knocking it. This is very annoying. I'm actually thinking about replacing the batteries on this box before I actually insert it into the mock. Because I think I've had these same batteries in this battery box for the best part of 5 years or so. Probably just a bit too long. Because I only actually really started using the battery box on... Was it on this mock? Was the first mock I used it on? It might have been. It was close to that, but... Yeah. How long would you say this took you to build? I'd say Kamino took me around... Well, the actual... The date that I posted week 1... 9 months to the day later, I posted the finale. Now, that wasn't the exact amount of time it took me, of course, because I spent other times doing things in those 9 months. I spent 1 month off specifically to build, to do a different series in the channel. So I'd say it took around 7.5 months, give or take, to finish. Good morning, Snow Lena. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're doing well. What if you Morak on Destructed Kamino? What is that? What if I put that on that? Issues would happen. Mainly structural issues on this, because that's a heavy thing. That could be fun, figuring out how much the Juggernaut weighs. And welcome Cyrus Builds to the stream as well. Hopefully you're doing good. G-Bricks is back again. Nice to see you. So yeah, currently just ripping up tiles to get to my battery box. Which is how everyone wants to spend their Thursday evening. This is the calmest destruction I've ever seen. Yeah, I put in the thumbnail minifigures holding, I think it was a pickaxe, dynamite, and a regular axe. If I were to use those on Kamino, I'd destroy it a lot quicker. There's that at least. But there'd be a lot more mess to clean up afterwards. There we go. Clickbait. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm woeful. I should just delete the channel at that point and just clickbaiting all of you guys horrifically. So sorry about that, I must say. Sam, the hotel is £5 cheaper and includes breakfast. Should I guess? Is it seriously? That's so funny. When do you actually have to? What's like the cutoff point for canceling the Airbnb? Is that if that's real? That's really funny. Yeah, you'd also have to message SW as well just to make sure. But if that's easier, then we might as well do that. That's so funny. You're just checking Airbnb, yeah. You should have done a bad match destruction on Kamino. I did want to do that, but my issue would be multiple issues actually. It would be I'd have to get a Venator or build a Venator because I don't currently have one. I think it was multiple Venators actually. I obviously wouldn't get multiple, but and then also I'd have to like knock it off of its pillars, which it would just damage. It would damage the table it was on probably. Next video, Gringotts confirmed. Gringotts confirmed with a P2 Cody as a minifigure within the Gringotts. Oh my god. Would you believe it? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'll definitely make sure. Tech himself wanted me to clickbait my first Morank episode by calling it the finale. Let's rip that up. Yeah. You have until the 11th of February to cancel. That's quite close to the actual date. But yeah, definitely talk to. We'll talk to SW later. If he comes to the Boba Fett stream tomorrow, we can discuss it after that. Yeah. The only thing, it wouldn't be as nice of a filming space. Is it? Yeah. Is it like? Yeah, I need to. I'll have a look into it. I don't think my video will need a particularly. Yeah. We'll see. No, I said call it building Mark and Lego finally. Your suggestion depends on people not being able to read. Yeah. There we go. Oh, here's a question for the chat. Does that piece, the spring-loaded shooter, does that get sorted into 1 by light bluish grey pieces or 1 by dark bluish grey pieces? There's a question you can all ponder for a second. Because I don't know which one to put it into. That's a nice grey caterpillar you got there. Tell me about it, yeah. Up there, nice and pretty. Slightly less legs than a caterpillar. That one's got 10 wheels. But yeah, glad you like it. Do you have snow cones in Scotland? We do not. I've never been entirely sure what a snow cone is. I'm guessing it's just an ice. It's not. Is it? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know very vaguely what I think it might be, but I don't know what it actually is. It's like 55% dark bluish grey. Okay. Because you see, the thing is that I think it does have slightly more dark grey in it. Because it's a dual molded piece, so it's like. But I think the dark blush grey does go up slightly more than halfway. But then it's also got the light blush grey. There's more of that in the center, so it's very difficult to overall judge. Reading's overrated. Instead, make them more title just emojis. Oh, then it would do exceptionally well. It's just what would it have to be? Tech, if you're still in the chat, how far away was the actual hotel from the hotel from the B&B? You put them in a separate drawer, but yeah, because I don't ever use them as actual spring-loaded shooters. I just use them as detailing pieces and walls. Yeah, like 3 miles. Okay, so it's not far. Yeah, that's it. We can talk to SW about it tomorrow, and then we'll figure something out. I'm pretty much fine either way. Three miles. Wait, what's a mile? A mile is. I'm not sure. What do they use in Australia? Is it kilometers in Australia? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm almost at this battery box. We're getting down there. I think we're almost there. What's that in normal measurements? Yeah, I'm not sure what's normal in Australia. Yes, kilometers. Okay. Let me do a quick math check. They use crocodiles as measurements. Crocodiles and boomerangs, you know. Kilometers to miles. 3 miles is 4.8 kilometers. That's what my phone says. Yeah, 5K. Close enough. Or wombat sounds about 20 wombats. Yeah, that's funny. Snow cones are shredded. Oh, it's gone off my screen. Snow cones are shredded ice in a car with flavored syrup dumped into them. So it's just ice with sauce on them. Sounds fun. Why don't they call them ice cones then instead of whatever. I've definitely had way too many food discussions on this channel before. I'm still waiting to hear Tech's Australian accent because I've heard that he's got a very good one. Yet I am yet to actually hear it. So he's been bigging it up for a while. Don't even try it. I'm gonna have to knock out the old brick separator for this section because it's just plates on top of plates on top of plates, meaning that it's very rigid in its construction. Is that a 16 by 16 under there? Are you having a laugh? Crikey, mate. That's funny. Why don't we call them ice cones? Yeah, it's weird. Because unless it's made of actual snow, which it isn't, then that is a weird thing to call them. Okay, I see the top. Oh, it's so deep in there. It's going to take me ages to get to. I've temporarily just entirely stopped sorting this and just digging a hole directly to this specific section, which I need out. That if I can get rid of that plate. Just take out a piece under there. Get you out. Followed by you. Snow cones are called snow cones because they have the texture of snow, and I would know. Yeah, I know what snow feels like, but like, yeah, are they fluffy or they couldn't be if it's just ice, right? I always see snow as having a fluffy texture to them. Like snow. There we go. Someone's having me on here with this. Why did I put so many plates in this section specifically? There's like tons in here. That goes in there. Whereabouts are you from, Sam? I was born in Scotland and lived there until I was about 13, where I moved down to the south of England. And I've been here ever since for the past 6.5 years. But I do go up to Scotland regularly because that's where all of my family is. Kind of. It's also like crunchy, like an ice pasty. Fluffy ice pasty. Lovely. And that's why it doesn't switch off. It's got a bunch of pieces of jam down here. That'll explain things. Right, I can clearly see my motor now. So now I just need to get it out. Tough job. I was trying to place your accent. Yeah, a lot of people, I've been told everywhere under the sun, like I've been asked where I'm from. I've gotten Canadian multiple times, American a couple of times, Irish a lot. But yeah. I haven't gotten Australian, I don't think. Because I think that is quite distinct. Cornish accent. Yeah. I haven't gotten there either, funnily enough. Oh, I can lift it. And it still works, surprisingly enough. Oh my goodness, we've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have rescued the battery box. This was the switch I had built into Kamino. that was like to get it in and out, because of where I actually accessed it was up here. Oh, there was so many issues with this thing. But yeah, I'm glad I finally saved that. Say, okay, I'll try and say it with my best Australian accent. Right, ready. I'm gonna laugh halfway through it. I know I am. Right. Yeah. Crikey, mate. That's so bad. That's so bad. Crikey, mate. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not good at accents. Crikey, mate. There you go. I thought you were a slight Irish lean, but then you're no Cy O'Connor. Of course I'm not. He is the premier Irish Lego YouTuber for sure. It was better than Tex. Oh my god, his must be awful then. Is that you? I can't believe a year and 2 days ago. Oh, let me tell you, back in the day, to keep a significant view count on the streams, I would do a lot of embarrassing things. Nothing illegal, of course, but those were the dark days for sure. I've learned since then to just have fun for sure. But Tech, you do not want to see any old stream at all. Basically, I'd say any stream pre Kamino is bad. just don't look at them. They are embarrassing to say the least. In fact, I don't think I did many streams pre Kamino actually. So just don't look at any of the streams. There was a lot of rough days to say the least. You're gonna find the clip from Carrie and Ian stream with Tech did his Aussie accent. I would love to see that for sure. This is a technique I definitely want to use again at some point. Using inverted masonry brick as floor. As flooring. It actually looks really good. Not right now, another time. That's okay. No worries. You remember those streams. God bless your soul if you remember those streams. Tech, I know that you were around when I shouldn't tell you this because you will go look for it and you will find it. But I know that you were around when I said that when I got to 1,000 subs, I'd do a 12-hour stream. I think it was around 400 subs. I said I'd do a karaoke stream for. And I did get to 400 subs. And I think I did about 2 hours live. I think it might have been one of my most viewed, like my highest concurrent viewing streams ever, which is horrifically embarrassing for me. Where, it was a dark day. It was a dark day. It was a dark time. It happened. Oh my god, it was so bad. I haven't done it since, for good reason. That karaoke stream. It wasn't. It may well have been hilarious for the viewers, but when I look back, I have not watched it back ever since I put it out, because I can't, because I remember it too vividly. Okay, I see still in to say karaoke stream. Be right back. Yeah. How long ago was it? Let's find this. Let's find this disaster on the channel. Views. Date added oldest. I'll probably find it faster. There we go. Streamed 11 months ago. So it hasn't even been a year. Has not even been a year since that happened. 2 hours and 2 minutes. Yeah, just absolutely awful. It was right. Oh no, I had started building Kamino. I was about week 10 into building, so a third of Kamino was done by that point. Oh, that was way more recent than I thought it was. I love how there's a karaoke stream, and then the next video was channel update. Like, guys, I need to stop. That's funny. Welcome, Bacon Bricks, to the stream. Good to see you, man. How you doing? I'm reading the things that were in my head. They were just all clickbait. That's so funny. Yeah. I'd like to think I've taken a more mature approach to my channel since then. That's up to you to that's up to you to describe. Who else only watches text vlogs for the karaoke and then does something else? See, that's a shame, Tech. We're not going up in cars, so we can't do karaoke together. We can do tuberoki, where me, you, and SW just start belting out tunes on the tube and just annoy everyone around us. That'll be fun. I'm sure SW would be up for that for sure. Rest in peace, Kamino, indeed. Rude. Remember, I do indeed remember that. Bacon Bricks. My house is yet to explode, believe it or not. So I think he may have just been a bit of a lying. He'll do Cherokee. Oh shit. Oh god. Tunes on the tube. I like that. I'm gonna be on the OnlyFans channel. That's funny. Okay, that's low. Yeah. Stick to her. I'll see a generous I'm feeling. Nice. Where did that piece even come? Oh, that was how it's connected. Okay. Right, now I'm going to start taking apart the armory. This was a fun room to do, I seem to remember. That's the thing with Kamino. A lot of the rooms were curved, meaning that I lost a lot of space in the corners. With Morak, I think it'll be a lot more square. And I might do some curves. It makes the rooms look a lot more interesting if they're curved, I find. Square is overrated. SW struggles to film himself in public. Can't imagine him joining in a public sing-song. Oh, I'm sure he'd love it. Or we could do a big old one at the convention. Just get as many people together as possible and just start singing. What would be a good Lego song for all of us to sing? It doesn't even have to be Lego related. Get everyone in his autograph queue out together. I join and first thing I see is tech only fans. Oh yeah. It's your lucky day, Kika. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hopefully you're well. Good to see you. How is British Wealth Production Child doing? That was destroyed and sorted in the last Kamino sorting stream, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry about that. Everything is awesome. It could be a little bit of a bop if all of us. It could also be exceptionally cringe, like unbelievably cringe, but it would be fun. I'll make sure to learn the word, you know. Okay, found the karaoke stream. Save for later. Oh god. Yeah, just make sure to mentally prepare for that one. I'm pretty sure I'm wearing like giant glasses the entire time. Oh my god, that was such a bad idea. Yeah, it's definitely fun. What convention? Blobby McFlubby. It is. I'm referring to the London Brick Festival on the 13th of February. It is in London in the Royal National Hotel, I believe is the name. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. If you're nearby, definitely come along. Oh, it would be cringe, but it would be so much fun. I'm sure Greg would love it. I'm certain of that. Flash mob. Yeah, it would be fun. Should I try and get everyone at the convention to sing a line of the song and do a compilation? What we can do is go up to each person, ask them to sing a line, and then ask them when they build minifigures in a set. Because don't forget, we need to do that as well. And then at the end, just get them to do a line. That would be a wonderful finale to your convention vlog. Let me tell you. Oh my god. This is indeed the way. You're right, Planet Tech. So said I can't go to it. Got exams soon after. That's alright. Yeah, go. I'm guessing it'll be a yearly. Cause I think this is the third annual one, and because I am quite close to London, I probably will go to that London convention every year. So you might be able to make it next year. My plan is probably to go there, depending on how this one goes. I think I'm most likely going to be going there every year. Unless it's a complete disaster, which I don't think it will be. It might be, depending on how this flash mob goes. How's yours is all right, actually. I think it's in here. Yeah, yours is still together in the hangar. You're viewing that one. I might actually keep together. OMG, was watching Amish Ace on Twitch last night. He's got a killer channel point redeem for Bricks O'Brien's chair dancing to everyone is awesome. Interesting. You're buzzing for the Manchester one too. Yeah. Look at him flexing on all the ones he's going to. I don't. When is the Manchester one? I doubt I'll be able to make that one probably. Unless it's like quite a bit later into the year. (26th of February). Yeah, I think that's probably a bit too. Is that a weekend? If it's not a weekend, I'm guessing it will be because that makes the most sense on when to put a Lego convention. Because my issue is that's when because I've got studies, I just work mainly in the weekends, so it's hard for me to make many of those. I'm bored and I have a lot of free time compared to the last few weeks. I've decided to write out I'm bored and have a lot of free time compared to the last few weeks, so I've decided to write out the entire U.S. Constitution, because there's nothing better to do in your time than that, of course. But no, do whatever makes you happy, and if writing that makes you happy, then go for it. You're lucky the Man City game is the following weekend. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 days, but I'm only going on Saturday. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't be able to make that one, so. But yeah, London will be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. Are you going to keep the Juggernaut built after Morag? I think most likely I am. Because I always like to keep at least one thing together after all of my, after most of my big mocks. The only issue is that it would be that there's a lot of, yeah, I'll probably keep it. Especially if I make like instructions on it and things like that, then I probably will keep that, yeah. You're coming for our constitution next. We don't have one, I don't think. At least not like the, well, we've got laws, but I don't think it's written as a constitution. I don't know much about politics. I'm probably just not going to deal with that. Yeah. Because see, what I would like to do is I'd like to bring Morak to LEGO conventions when it's done. But I'd find the only issue with that is that when you bring a mock to a convention, you've kind of got to stay with it the entire time. Because like, you don't want anyone to like touch it or attack it or break it or steal from it. I don't know what people are like. I'm sure people are fine at conventions, but where I'd rather just like walk around and see all the cool stuff and have fun rather than worrying about that. So I'd like to, yeah, I definitely want my first few conventions to be like just looking at all the cool stuff rather than actually showcasing it one. Australia has a constitution, go nuts. Scotland anarchist confirmed. No, not quite. Not quite. Where do those go? Put those on their own pile because I'll definitely have them for later. I don't know. It's probably on australia.gov.au. Yeah. Let's keep breaking this down. That's one slight issue with changing my sorting system for 1 by bricks in dark and light bluish grey. So my muscle memory is to move it over to this drawer specifically. So I'll shut that. But now I know that they need to go in the new boxes, their new homes, for the time being at least. Yeah. Okay. See, this, I mentioned this issue earlier, but because I've had Kamino together for so long, I've ordered pieces since then. So now that I'm putting my Kamino parts back into my collection, a lot of the drawers are just getting full now. So I don't really know how to, like, my dark and light bluish grey snot bin is getting worryingly full. And I know there's still a lot to go through in this actual mock left. So that'll be fun. And eventually I have to deal with that. I should really be working on a video or two. Do you mean what, just generally, or for the convention? Yeah. See, I've got a case of I've got videos, I've got video ideas. I just need to film them, which is the exact opposite to the case I had before, where it was I had time to film videos, but I had no ideas. So it's very annoying that you can't have both at the same time. There we go. That's most of the armory taken down now. Right now, I'm being tech unproductive. Way. What's your favorite tech pun about your own name? Is it tech productive or is it technical difficulties? I'm sure it's been said 1,000 times because it's way too obvious to not say. Actually, it's an aph.gov.au and it's 32 pages long. Interesting. There we go. Pull off these things. Technical difficulties is definitely most accurate, yeah. I would have thought it's too good to technate. Technate. I'm not sure what that one is. Wait, no, tech unproductive is definitely most accurate. Does it still count as technical difficulties if he's just in bed and hasn't woken up yet in time for his stream? Hope you've got your alarm set for tomorrow so you don't miss it. Whereas the people of New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, Queensland, and Tasmania, humbly relying on the blessing of Almighty God, have agreed to unite in one indissoluble federal commonwealth, under the crown of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, and under the Constitution hereby. Have you just like copy pasted that or typed it? Because I'm struggling to read it. It would be that, but that's quite the mouthful, Sam. Planet. I'm gonna work out a way to get a pun out of you being late to the streams. Late. Got one. Planet tucked into bed to type. I'm gonna get Planet Tech into Planet tucked into bed. Planet. He's not here yet. But yeah, that's what he did. Oh, he's not here yet because he's Planet tucked into bed. There we go. That's so bad. Welcome Hudson Gillette to the stream. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well on this Thursday evening. It's still Thursday. Yeah, just now. We're still part of the mother country, even in our own constitution. British rule reigns supreme. The Queen. Planet teched into bed. Yeah, there you go. Plant. Oh yeah, he's plant into his bed. Oh god. Yeah. How many parts have you written down so far? Good question. I have absolutely not a Scooby-Doo of an idea of how many parts I've taken off this mock already. That's something I mentioned this a ton of times before. I have no idea when people present their large-scale mocks and say, oh, this is 200,000 pieces in it. How are you calculating that number? because I have, like, I know how many pieces are in that, because that had a studio file beforehand. So I know exactly how long it took me to build, how many pieces that has in it. But like, anyone know how to refill pen ink? I'm not even an eighth done, and a fifth of the ink is already gone. Yeah, I usually just buy another pen, right? If my pen runs out of ink. Hudson Gillette. Sorry, Sam, I have to leave because your mum said so. That's all right, no worries. I'll see you later. Are you still staying in Unicom, Sam, or are you home permanently now? I'm not permanently there. I just kind of like move across a lot more frequently than I used to. Because I realized that like I'm not actually that far away from home, so I can just like come here a lot more often to build. So it'll be the case of I spend most of the week there, but when I need to like stream or film more like updates, I'll come back here. The provisions of this act referring to the Queen shall extend to Her Majesty's heirs and successors to the sovereignty of the United Kingdom. Dang it, we still sit with Chucky and who's Chucky and Willis? There we go. We can take off this. Tarkin can come down to there. Well, that wasn't good. Whoops. Let's go in there. This pen cost $11. Bought it at some Japanese themed bookstore. It's the smoothest pen I've ever owned. Sounds like a fancy pen. Technocracy. Oh, you could have the Tech. You needed to have called your droid army the Techno Union from Star Wars, as in, but it is tech, as in this is my Techno Union. That was there for the taking. Chucky, Prince Charles, Wills, Prince William. Okay. I'll be honest, I have not heard of them being referred to as that before, but I'll definitely remember that now. Oh, that is good. Yeah, there you go. The Techno Union. Make sure to call your droid army that next year. I know that they're technically not the same thing, but it's funny enough. Especially for your Wat Tambor video. OMG, can my fans be called the Techno Union? Yeah, go for it. I personally find when people name their audience and like calls it things, I find that a little bit cringy sometimes. But Techno Union works. Techno Union works quite well. Yeah, Vance. He's got his OnlyFans. You know about that. If you follow his OnlyFans, you join the Techno Union. Oh my god, that's so dumb. But yeah, definitely make it that. It's a bit of a stretch to call Paige fans, plural. I have one still in it. She even sent me a free birthday present. There you go. You can count all of Snowlena's giveaway prizes that she didn't accept as birthday presents as well. So there you go. You got 2. How many Lego P2 clones do you have? Welcome to the stream. Oh no, I've already said hello to you. But I've got before the 501st Battle Pack came out, I had not very many at all. But now I'd say I've got around about 50. Tex just laughed at himself right there because he's realized that he's got about 15 times the clones I do. But yeah, if you ever do channel memberships, I'm calling it the Techno Union. Yeah, exactly. There you go. For sure. If you don't, you'd be literally insane if you didn't. Rookie numbers. Yeah, fair enough. But I can at least say every single one of those clones was built before the sets they came in were finished, as a normal person would. So I've got you there at least. You like my thinking, yeah. There you go. See. How many Phase 3 clone troopers? Are you counting that as stormtroopers or TK troopers? Because if it's TK troopers, 0. If it's stormtroopers, no idea. Probably around 50 as well. Like all together. Technocrates. Technocrates? Not quite sure what that is. Ow, that really hurt. Ow! Do you ever pull apart 2 pieces of Lego and you just accidentally really hurt your finger? Ouch! There we go. So yeah, you can see we're getting some, like, this section's been pretty much wiped out this stream, which is quite good. Nope. Yeah, let's get rid of these snot little walls in here. Move these all back up to here. How big is your room in square feet compared to the space the Lego's taking up also in your room? I'd say Lego takes up... See, the thing is, this room, before that cupboard was installed, it was a lot bigger. That cupboard just takes up so much space. Yes, I'm not exactly sure how much this room is in square feet. Noob question: what's the difference between a Phase 2 and a Phase 3 clone? This is a good question. I was never sure of what the reason was between the change to Phase 1 to Phase 2, but Phase 2 to Phase 3 was basically when Order 66 happened, which is basically when all of the Jedi were killed. The Republic, or the Clone Army, changed into the Empire, and that's when they redesigned the armor. So basically all of the colors of the clones were stripped away to become plain white troopers, and that's basically Phase 3. The Technocrats would be the name. Oh, Technocrats, that's how it's pronounced, isn't it? The name of Planet Tech's members. I still think I like the Techno Union more. I watched all these Lego YouTubers with several thousand subs. My sub count is even better. I have a full 20 subscribers. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Every YouTuber you see with millions and millions of subs, I've got Tech Planet on the brain. Every channel you see with millions and millions of subs at one point had 0, had 1, had 20. So yeah, there's my spiel. Everyone starts somewhere. It's okay to not have tons. Never worry about it. Okay, that's my best explanation between the difference. I still don't know the difference between Phase 1 and Phase 2. CAC made these horrid Phase 3 helmets, basically a really low effort version of a Stormy. Yeah. See, I don't see why they'd even bother doing Stormtroopers, because they're so... What they should specialize in is doing the stuff that LEGO doesn't do, rather than the stuff they do. Because that makes no sense to me. We've been going for 2.5 hours almost. This has gone by faster than I expected. Because normally sorting just takes ages and it's really, really boring. But now it's just taken ages and has not been as boring, so that's good. The phases relate to each movie. Episode 2 have Phase 1 troopers. By Episode 3, they've got Phase 2 troopers. And then by Episode 4, they've got the Stormtroopers. With the Clone Wars, it's a bit weirder. Just like, I think it's like halfway through Season 3, they just change. And it's not really explained why. But in the actual movies, that you can tell the difference. And I don't think they ever explain in the film why they changed. So it is quite weird. That goes in there. Like to the average viewer, I feel like they would be quite confused. I think I need to watch the Clone Wars right. I think you'll find guides out there that are like the important episodes of the Clone Wars, because there's definitely a lot of it that is just not very good. But the good stuff of the Clone Wars is really good, but then also the bad stuff is quite bad. So yeah, I definitely say give it a go. The first 2 seasons are a little bit rough, especially in their animations quality, but it does for sure go up. By like season 6 and 7, that's when it looks really good. I'd say the actual story starts to get good around season 3. Looking at buying some Rancor Earth Troopers to finish my squad of 25. Is it worth delaying the army video, as they won't get to me until the 10th of Feb? I think does it matter to you? How much does the actual date getting the video out matter? Or like, I'm guessing you want to get it out as quickly as possible after your droid one. Yeah. I personally, I think, would wait to get it, like, them all in. But whatever you think's better. It's your army, again. If you could just send me through a list of key episodes, that'd be great. Thanks. I think there is like lists online that say just like, because also a lot of the, especially in the earlier seasons, a lot of the episodes are just out of order for some reason. Like episodes in season 2 happen before episodes in season 1. So there's also a list of like how to watch it chronologically and things like that. Don't know, the first 2 seasons of some of the better battles for mock potential. That's true. That's true. I think my personal favorite season is the 4th. The 3rd or the 4th, I'd say, are my 2 favorites. 3rd, 4th, 7th, 5th, 6th, 1st, 2nd. That's how I'd put it, I think. Maybe switch 2nd and 1st around. But something like that. It only matters because no Linda banks on at me. You know, you got to get those perfect 25 squads. I know I'm joking. I appreciate you. Oh, that's nice. I'll work on one after the stream. Nice. I think that You could do an Imperial Army video, but then I'm guessing you'd want to put. You could do like the villains' armies first, then the heroes' armies first. But I'm guessing you'd want to keep it to like eras rather than allegiances. That makes sense. Yeah. You're working it after the stream. That's all right. I don't think I'll be going too much longer. Yeah, it's 2:26 just now. I'll stop at 2:30, so I'll go for another 4 minutes, and then we'll call it for the night. Because I don't want to be sorting forever. Although I will still need to finish sorting it. I've got out the important piece though, so that's what matters. Lol, I'm good at motivating other people, but I'm absolutely shite at motivating myself. It's got to work for someone. That's funny. Yeah, I definitely feel in a similar position where motivation. I feel like for me, motivating with a marker, starting something like that. It's once I've actually started on it, it's fine. It's just getting to the point of starting is where I struggle slightly sometimes. Made some good progress. Nice one. Good to see you again, G-Works. Top 10 favorite Star Wars crimes. That's an interesting one. Yeah, okay. One thing I want to focus on in Morak is definitely going with more snot floors, because ripping up tiles afterwards is very irritating. But if you stop, what am I supposed to watch while building the mock? You can watch the Kamino finale, the whole Kamino series. You can watch the karaoke live stream again. You can watch. There's a ton of stuff you could do. What mock are you working on? Is it that medieval house you were talking about a little bit earlier? If so, how's the progress going? Planet Tech Droid Army video. Look at Tech self-promoting in my chat. Unbelievable. Some people. You can't take some people anywhere, let me tell you. Sam, where'd you get your jam from and from who? Oh, that's a secret that only I can know. Sorry. I have a question. Why do none of the ships in Star Wars have handrails? I feel a lot of these deaths and incidents could have been prevented. That's a common complaint with the Star Wars movies about just most places not having handrails. And my answer to that is no idea. Maybe it's just more exciting for people to watch people fall off of ledges and things like that. Watch that. Safety first. You haven't even got done with the base yet. Oh yeah, you were doing the freeform base I was talking about earlier. But yeah, watching the Book of Boba Fett streams featuring Not That Sam Smith. There you go. Do not forget, tomorrow night, 11 p.m. UK time, I will be on Tech Planet's channel discussing the latest episode of The Mandalorian. I mean, the Book of Boba Fett. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, it'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one for sure, because I do have lots of thoughts to say on it, mainly positive. Yeah, I'd say 90% positive. Handrails overrated. Number of days injury-free at those workplaces must be in the toilet. That's actually quite. I might add a little sign like that into my into the next mock. Just a sign saying the number of days without incident 1. Do you think Lego will make name redacted shit from the Book of Boba Fett episode 5? Yeah, I do. I feel like that's something they probably would have gotten concept art for a while ago. So I'd hopefully in the August wave would like to see that ship. I think there was one rumored at $40. I can see them probably getting that out at $40. I think. And then again, how much was the last? I think it might be more than that. The last one. A ship like that doesn't need to be more than 40. So I'd like to see it there. I'd hope to see it at that price around there. Because I don't think they've got a cheaper one. Well, they do have a cheaper one, but it's 4+, and I wouldn't do a 4+ set for that. So hopefully that's what that set is, but we'll find out soon enough. Where does that plate go now? It does if it's all chrome pieces, then it'll be one of those $160 sets. But I think I'm thinking they might go for that like silvery color they used on the, if you know the 18+ NASA space shuttle set on the telescope, that silver color. They might do that, or they might do the gunmetal gray color as well. They could do that as well, or maybe a mix of the both. I hope they don't just go for a straight darker light bluish gray. That's not spoiling anything to say if it's dark bluish gray, but hopefully they don't go for that, because that would be a little bit boring. I'd like to see a nice little bit of shine to it, hopefully. But they will do I think they will most likely do it in dark bluish gray, but you never know. Opinions on crumpets. Haven't really had that many, and I don't think I've enjoyed it too much. I think the ones I've had, I didn't hate them, didn't love them. Not really my thing. I prefer just normal toast, if I'm honest. A Star Wars ship in grey. Imagine my shock. Yeah. I won't spoil too much. That could be any ship. But I think if you've been anywhere on Instagram, you'll know exactly what ship it is, because everyone has been posting it everywhere. Okay. Crumpets, yes. Crumpets with Nutella, yes. Crumpets with Vegemite, yes. Do you want to go back and fill out forms all day? Not particularly, if I'm honest. Grey versus black versus white. Yeah, definitely grey. Definitely grey. Most of my parts collection is grey, hence I'm a Star Wars builder. Which I always find that one of the funniest Star Wars community jokes, because it is very much true. That like 90% of it's grey. That's another thing with Morak. By me getting to do the terrain section means I will get some colour into the mock. But yeah, we have passed the 2 hour and 30-minute mark I wanted to go to. So there goes the light as well. There we go. So we will begin to start wrapping things up for the stream. So thank you very much to everybody who came along tonight. You can see we got quite a bit of progress done, especially if you show it around the side. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And what was I going to say? Yes, Monday, Morak Mock Mondays will start this Monday. So the first update should be out then. No idea what time yet. I'll probably set it as a premiere. And yeah, I'm going to have that short out on Sunday for Tech's early birthday present. So yeah, thank you. Speaking of Tech, I will be at his stream tomorrow evening at 11 o'clock. Welcome, Christopher Connolly. I'm here in the stream's ending. Well, I'll be streaming with him tomorrow, so I'll see you there potentially to talk Boba spoilers. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ka-ciao.